myself, I've protected all of you, and I've protected the space. My guides are actually stepping in. I have a bunch of people, I've already had them here in spirit, and they're going to start lining people up, okay? So I'm going to start to see people as they start to step in. And I'm going to start to get names. So we're going to begin with the long line of names. So just raise your hand if you recognize, okay? Joseph, brother energy to somebody who recognizes Joseph. Perfect. Both of you? Okay, good. Okay. Brother energy Joseph. Called him Joe. Called him Joe. Same for you? Okay, gonna leave it. But the two of you are not connected, correct? Because my guides are saying two separate men. So I will see which brother this is first, okay? He's actually the one all the way down on the line. There's a woman standing beside him saying her name is Elizabeth, and it's a mother energy. Joseph and Elizabeth, okay, good. I'm coming to you guys first, okay? Mom energy Elizabeth, brother Joseph. Okay, I'm gonna read the two of you first. There's a gentleman saying to me, he's just crossed over. He's asking me to call him Dex, D-E-X. Okay, he's third. Just crossed over. Just crossed. He says he has a lot to say. Do you understand it? So I'm going to leave it, okay? There's a mother energy. I'm not getting her name yet, but I'm getting sick to my stomach, so I know that she passed to cancer. Does anybody have a mother energy that passed to cancer? Remember mom or grandmother? Okay, I'm going to leave that for a moment. She's not giving me her name yet, but she's making me really nauseous. All right, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna handle this one. Okay, sorry. Okay. Jeff and I lost someone that we knew today. And he actually died today at 2:30 in the afternoon. And I had a feeling that he was going to pass today. He passed to cancer. And I have read for him and his family. I've been in contact with his daughter. A couple days ago, I heard that he had just a couple days to a month. But he's standing here, and he just passed at 2:30 this afternoon. So I'm trying to get myself together a little bit. So if a message comes through for them, I'm going to let him videotape it. I posted something on my page today between 2 and 2:15 because I felt like they were getting ready to take him. So I posted it about 20 minutes before he actually crossed over. So I'm just going to leave him for a minute or ask him to come to me after this is over so I can give them messages tonight. Okay. That's insane. All right, there's some other people lining up, but I'm going to go ahead and come to them first because they're saying to me Joseph and Elizabeth are stepping over. But I feel like I'm talking to Elizabeth because she's stepping in mother energy. Sorry, that surprised me a little bit, and it's going to take me a little bit to calm my emotions down from that. So I'm going to have her start to step in. Mother energy Elizabeth. Do you recognize the 8 or the August? I'm going to leave it. She keeps trying to hand me balloons. So it means she's trying to wish somebody happy birthday. So I'm going to leave it for a minute. Okay? Because sometimes they'll give that as far as a sign-in of someone they watch over. I'm going to ask her to step forward, but she's saying Elizabeth. She's who you came to hear from, honey. She's who you came to hear from. Okay, because she's saying to me, this is my son. All right, she's coming to stand right just beside you. She's saying to me she's been gone just a few months. Do you understand it? Okay. So no, we haven't hit that year mark. And she keeps saying to me, 87. What's 87?
She was 87.
She was 87. Perfect. Because she keeps saying 87 to me. Okay. She's standing right in front of me. She's saying her name is Elizabeth. She keeps saying 87, and she's saying, I've only been gone just a few months, so I know it's under that year mark. So it's her way of not only validating to me how long she's been gone, but it's her way of saying how old she was when she passed. Do you understand it? She's holding a big white feather. And she keeps saying to me, they keep finding feathers and they continue to find them. Do you understand it? Yeah. Okay. She's saying to me, it has continued. Do you understand? Honey, you keep finding them. Yeah. That is her main sign to all of you. Do you understand it? Her main sign. And Joseph is just behind her, but he makes me feel like he's been gone for a long time. Very, very, very long. And I don't feel like either you guys didn't have a connection with him or you barely had a connection with him, because he keeps saying to me, he's watched over you, but he never got to know you.
He was my first brother.
Do you understand it? Okay, good. Because I'm being told he died very young. Do you understand it? He was premature. Perfect. I feel like I want to hold him, okay? So they're saying to me that he has been gone a very long time. I feel like there is still that connection through the family, but I don't feel like he was fully connected to you. So that is the stories and the pictures and the knowledge. Do you understand it? Perfect. But no solid connection with you. He's stepping in. He's beside your mom. We're going to talk to him first, okay? Okay, good. And I feel like there's a lot that she wants to say. She keeps going back to being 87 because she's saying to me, Alright, I'm inviting him to step forward. So she's going to come stand here, and he's like just past this pole, but I can see him. This is what happens when they make me feel that they died very young, and you guys didn't have the connection because of him being a baby. I'm going to feel him like I'm holding him as a child. I'm going to start to see him in the hospital. Do you understand it? And then what will happen is I'll actually see him as an adult because he's continued to grow on the other side. Okay? Okay, good. Your mom just said to me, see her firstborn, or first son, because she keeps saying first. First meaning firstborn or first son. Do you understand it? Perfect. Because she keeps saying he's my first, and that's either firstborn or first of that sex, okay? She makes me feel how hard it was to lose him. She keeps talking about how she always prayed, but she felt like God had him because he was just a baby. That she barely had time to even hold him, and she's lucky she had a chance because back then they didn't always allow it. Do you understand it? That's what she's saying to me, okay? It was nice to know that he was in heaven. And it was nice, even though I've been gone just a few months, that he was actually one of the ones there. So when I passed, I got to see him. So she's talking about her joy about how he's with her now. He's stepping in with her because he's been gone so long. You didn't have that connection with him, but he still watches over the family. Okay? Wonderful. She's adamant about these feathers. So adamant about these feathers because she keeps trying to place it in my hand, okay? She's so sweet, so loving, so gentle. Can I ask you a question? Do you feel like your faith has changed since her passing? Do you understand that? Because she's saying to me, do you understand it? Because she's saying to me, I knew it was important for my son to come today. I know they've been praying for me to come. I need him to know that I see the strides he's made in the decision where he used to stand. Do you understand it? Okay. And you see that in him and you're excited about it.
I'm very excited.
Do you understand it? Good. Is she saying to me that she continues to pray for both of you and she knows that you pray for her? Is she saying to me she's in the house with him? And that she keeps him company.
Wow.
Do you understand it? You lived with her.
Whole life.
Yeah, because she's saying we live together, and I know and I see his sadness every day as how much he misses me, and let him know that I'm in the house with him. And she keeps saying Elizabeth, meaning she's validating her name to me. Do you understand it? She's so sweet. What's with the ornament on the tree? Because she said, I was there at Christmas and I watched it be placed. Do you understand it? That is either there's an ornament of hers that was passed down that you still have, or there's something sentimental that you guys hung in memory of her. Do you understand it? Because she's walking me into where I feel like I'm in the room with you, in front of the Christmas tree, and she's making me feel like I'm standing there with you. And she makes me feel like we're all standing there, and I'm in the room with you, and I can see her and the family. Do you understand it? Perfect. And she's saying to me, you're not only her children here, meaning there's other children. Do you understand it? Okay. So not only is this a message for the two of you, because she's saying she's trying to give him comfort. Do you understand it? Because she's saying to me that everyone has been struggling because it's only been a few months since she's passed, but he's the one having the hardest time with it because she was an everyday part of his life, because she was saying it's because they live together. Do you understand? Okay, good. Yeah. She's wiping my energy out. When they start to do this, it's because they're trying to make me feel just before the passing. And she's taking all my energy away. She's just saying to me that several health issues, and I feel like the decline starts to set in. Do you understand it? So I know that the family has time to prepare for this. But I also feel like for him, she was taken sooner than he thought because of the health condition. Do you understand it? Okay, good. All right, honey, what else do you want to say? She's so peaceful. She's showing me the peaceful wings in front of her chest, her way of validating that she's at peace. Joseph just said to me, even though we didn't have time together, thanks for remembering me. Because I feel like it's about those stories. Do you understand? Even though the time wasn't spent. Okay? He makes me feel like he accompanies her. I've never, ever, ever had to say that before. But he's saying to me that he watched the family all those years, that he didn't have the chance to spend the family time that you guys wish that he would have been there for, but that he saw everything that happened through your lives. Okay? So the way he makes me feel is as she steps in, he steps in with her, and he makes me feel like he goes where she goes because they missed all those years together. And I'm being told there's a father energy that's passed for you as well, but he did not step in with them today, and that's okay. Okay? For whatever reason, he's the one that accompanied her, and it's because he wanted a chance to talk to the two of you. Okay? Doesn't mean he's not here in this big group, but he's not stepping to be able to communicate with me. Okay? She just keeps saying to me, I look forward to my visits with you. Meaning, as she's starting to leave those feathers and give you those signs that she's continuing the visits. And I'm being told that she spent the holiday with you because this was his first time having that holiday. And she's saying to me how special it is to the family. Do you understand it? And she's saying to me he had a hard time with her not being there. Do you understand it? Okay, good. Because she's saying to me that she was with all of you in spirit and that she needs you to know that she spent the day with you. All three of them came along. All three of them. That's why she was showing me that specific ornament that I know you understand. Do you understand it? Okay. Yeah, she keeps going back to being 87. She just is so loving. Because here's what she'll do. They'll make me feel what they were like, and I'll see them what they look like before the passing happened. And then I'll start to feel her younger version, okay? Because on the other side, they can revert back to being around 30. So she's making me feel all the energy and the simplicity and the vibrance of being that younger version of herself now, okay? Tell my son, thank you, because he did things for me for years. And he was the one that took care of me the most. And he always treated me with such love. And I loved all my children, but he was the closest one to me because we spent every day together. Do you understand it? Okay, because that's what she's saying to me now. And then she just said to me, he always had a heart of gold, and he helped me with everything that I needed and anything I asked. Do you understand it? Yeah. He's, Joseph's agreeing with her. He's agreeing with her. I'm being told I have her just for a few more minutes before they move me to somebody else, okay? And I have her just a few more minutes. But she's saying to me, I had to tell you that you need to watch. I wanted them to watch for the feathers because it's something that I'm consistently going to get, okay? So just further validation to continue to watch for those, okay? I had to give validation in what I see in him and the difference. Do you understand it? And she's saying to me, I needed him to know how proud I am because I can see that he's slowly starting to believe and have God in his heart. Because before he didn't. Do you understand it, honey? Do you understand? Yeah. Good. Get them both kisses for me. It means a lot for me to be here with the two of them. I wish my other children were here so I could tell them I love them too. That's what she just said. I'm going to lose her in just a minute, okay? I'm going to see if I can get anything else out of her. She's done a wonderful job. So much more I know she can validate, but she makes me feel like the rest needs to be personal. Do you understand it? Meaning she just needs him to know that she continues to watch over him because she's trying to give him comfort and peace and protection and guidance a little bit. But she wants to validate how well she sees with how he's done with the healing. Because she's saying to me, he's having the hardest time. Okay? But it's because of that connection that they have on a daily basis, because he was with her all those years. So it was just a different relationship. Okay? Do you understand it? Okay. Okay. She's still here. She's going to start to pull her energy out, so I'm just going to listen to her. Did you know the details of what happened with your brother? Because they're saying to me there was underdevelopment and there was a hole in the heart. Do you understand that? Perfect. Because that's what they're saying to me. Underdevelopment, lungs weren't fully developed, and there was a hole in the heart. Do you understand now that? Perfect. Because when they talk about underdeveloped, whether a baby's premature or not premature and there's underdevelopment, that can be anything. It can be the brain, it can be stomach issues, it can be the lungs, it can be the heart. It's what they're making me feel. And it's what I'm being told. Do you understand it? There was a hole in the heart and the lungs weren't fully developed. That's what I'm being told. Okay? Because I don't know if this is something that's ever been discussed. I think you guys just knew that he died early and there was developmental issues. Do you understand it? So sometimes what they'll do is they'll give validation about it, whether it's something that was discussed before or whether it's new information to you, because sometimes they want to give validation to things that were never answered. Do you understand it? Perfect. Good, 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 good. That's what it is. I'm being told lungs were not fully developed. There was a heart in the hole. There was, yeah. There was a hole right here in the heart. Yeah, that's what they're making me feel. Small, but it made a difference. Right, they're pulling their energy. See if I can get anything else out of her. She's just passing nothing but peaceful energy and loving energy. her as she steps out, because as they start to step out, I'll still hear and feel from them.